बच्चे को सेंटर में रख करके प्लान बनाना चाहिए और उस प्लान के तहत सभी की अकाउंटेबिलिटी फिक्स होनी चाहिए, इस टाइम लाइन के अंदर ये काम इसके तहत करना है। और
सो प्लानिंग
और प्लानिंग के साथ साथ में टाइम लाइन भी फिक्स हो। इस दौरान इस टाइम लाइन के अंदर इनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है
विद फिक्स्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी
एंड देन फॉलो इन नेक्स्ट मीटिंग। जो हम लोगों ने प्लान किया था किसने जिस इसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कहाँ तक हम लोग पहुँचे हैं और किसकी वजह से हम लोग उस कंप्लायंस को नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, इस तरह से।
और कोई
क्रिएट चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली एनवायरनमेंट, बिकॉज बच्चा जब चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली एनवायरनमेंट।
प्लीज मुझे डिफाइन करके बोलिए ये चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली एनवायरनमेंट क्या है। मैं मेघालय के CWC में पहुंची थी तो वहां देखा बैम्बी का फोटो था वॉल पे, तो वो चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली था। अंधेरा सा कमरा, लेकिन बैम्बी जानते हैं आप लोग? हाँ, जो भी जिनके पास भी बच्चा होगा वो जानते होंगे कि बैम्बी वहाँ लगे हुए हैं। तो बच्चे का मेरा दिल किया मैं पूछूं उनसे कि बच्चा, आप जरा आंख बंद करके बताइए बच्चा कितना बड़ा है। एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस इज एन एक्सरसाइज आई हैव डन ऑल ओवर द कंट्री। बच्चा कितना बड़ा है, इतना। बट दिस इज नॉट द चाइल्ड हुज प्रॉब्लम, आवर प्रॉब्लम चिल्ड्रन, आवर प्रॉब्लम चिल्ड्रन समवेयर हियर एंड देयर। पर उनको हम बैम्बी और उनके फोटो से चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली बनाते हैं। सो प्लीज डिफाइन चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली फॉर मी। Definitely for me that is not child friendly and that is not convergence and it is not coordination. Some painter is getting money. So please, can we, just like we have said best interest needs to be defined, can we talk about a little bit about what we mean by child friendly environment? Also let me tell you, for me just sitting on the same level as the child doesn't make it child friendly. जस्ट बिकॉज हमने चेयर को नीचे कर दिया वो चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली हो गया, वो भी नहीं है। फॉर मी इट इजंट, बिकॉज आई हैव सीन फार टू मेनी प्लेसेस वेयर दे आर सिटिंग ऑन द सेम लेवल एज द चाइल्ड एंड येट नॉट बीइंग चाइल्ड फ्रेंडली. So please explain what child friendly is, and I think we need to discuss this. Let's take 3 minutes for it. Do I have 3 minutes, Anurag?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Madam, it is best way we have to ask the child what child needs. It is more important. And
Child is
what child like. That is.
Okay.
This is more important participation of child. We can ask children, different level, different age group, and what you like, what sort of classroom you like, what sort of counseling room you like, what sort of playground you like, what sort of community you like, what sort of family atmosphere you like. Child will the best person to explain it.
Okay.
Expert will go according to their knowledge and experience.
Okay. Anybody else, please?
Wherever the child is comfortable. I think that is child friendly.
Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else? We do understand that when adult and children interact, there is a transaction of power. It is a given. Just like if when Mr. Khakha is sitting in the office and I go, there is a transaction of power. He is more powerful than I am. Exactly. So, similarly, between an adult and a child, there is always a transaction of power. And if the person is an authority, there is a transaction of power. So, in given that is a given, what is child friendly?
You are making choices and decisions. The child makes decisions and choices for himself or herself.
A child says that I was happier inside a brothel. Why did you rescue me? And I've had experience of that personally, that's what I'm telling you.
No, it's not about.
So then you're listening to where is the line between listening to the child and the right to be heard and best interest? How will you determine and explain to the child that what you're acting is in best interest?
The child is making choice out of ignorance in such situation.
We have to empower child also, madam.
The choice, like Anurag said, अनुराग ने क्या मुझे पता है उसकी ये कहानी, वो पहले भी बोल चुका है. The choice is between getting sexually abused for 10 minutes a day and being in the system. And the child might choose to be in the abusive environment. So it is not always out of ignorance. It's sometimes out of lack of options. How are we ensuring the options? See, the assumption is that it is out of ignorance.
Maybe if we understand what the child likes about that brothel, why he preferred
Absolutely.
that is what we
What is it that makes that
Place
that
a better
place,
place.
that abusive place, a better place?
Yes. Acceptance. If we can
And if we can do that without judging the fact that the child wants to do sex work
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe child have no
and not make the comment about her sexuality or his sexuality, it could be a boy,
Non-judgmental.
which is what we will often do. अरे इसको sex ज़्यादा पसंद है. So I think it's this what when we say child friendly, it is more about
Understand.
not just the infrastructure, but the way, the transaction, given the fact that there is a power equation that exists, which is a given. And I think that is where our coordination and convergence absolutely comes to the most foundational level. है ना? So I think these are some of the important areas, and the awareness of power comes with positions that, and today I said to Ranjan, and I'm openly saying it, that in my 35 years I have helped to create many systems, including this JJ Act and its many systems inside of it, including the ICPS, because I was part of the drafting of the ICPS, right from the time it was conceptualized, because to the moment it was made. But every time I have now realized that every time we create a system, we create another hierarchy of power. We create another hierarchy of power. So create more power centers unknowingly, and I express my own, should I say, failure at it, because I never understood that every time we create a system, we create another structure, we create another center of power, because human beings are necessarily, with or without, unknowingly we become that position of, I've seen DCPOs in districts now. DCPOs in districts becoming centers of power. Now I travel a lot. I'm a honorary law professor with the National Law University of Odisha. So I get to go to Odisha. I have just finished coming back from Meghalaya, where I went to the DCPO units there. So when I travel, I make it a point to go to these places, and I'm aghast at how the shifts of power take place. And if we are not aware of this, that we are creating and becoming power centers in ourselves, even as we are saying we are working for the best interest and child friendly, I think no convergence and no coordination can take place. So thank you very much. I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Inaki ji. She had, actually it was very